Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jeannie Ellis and I'm also known as Scrapbooking Mama. And today I have a project to share with you today using tailor-made cards for you digital papers called Christmas stocking tags. I made a Christmas tag booklet folded like this, and it's front and back. Now in the next few scenes you're going to see the papers and that I used for this, and that way you'll understand what I did as far as the front and back goes. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that I started out with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I cut it down to a 9 by 12. And then, and you'll see that I've already cut here, and I meant to wait until I videoed that, but I didn't. Anyway, before you do the cutting up here, go ahead and score at 3 inches from the top and 6 inches from the top. And then once you do that, you're going to turn and you're going to score at the bottom at 1/2 inch, and at 3 inches. Oops, I moved. Must have something in my score line there. That's not good. Okay, and then you take and cut off the 3 inches at the top. Okay, because then you'll have your score line for that, the 3 and 6 inch already. But then you'll take that and you'll score 1/2 inch over here. So now both of these pieces will have a 1/2 inch, and they'll have 3 and 6 inch score lines. And you'll see why we need that here in a minute. So the first thing, after you have cut out your paper to a 9 by 9, it's going to be a 9 by 9. You're going to take your paper in a bone folder, and you're going to do your accordion fold. Now usually I use double-sized sheets on this, but I wanted to go ahead and share with you anyway, and this can be covered with other papers if you want to. But for now, just for teaching purposes, I'm going to use the single-sided sheet. Then what you want to do is take your bottoms, your 3 inch score line right here at the bottom, and you're going to fold upwards. And then you're going to take that 1/2 inch and you're going to fold downwards. So now your accordion fold is going to be like this. But, so you don't have bulk here, what I do is I take those corners there, or those edges, and I go ahead and do a diagonal cut. And you don't have to, but for me it just seems like it's less bulk and makes it fold nicer. And then I go ahead, and I may not have done it on that one, but I usually try to go ahead and do that too, because that way you'll have them all even looking there. So okay, so that's what that's for now. And then I'm going to take my glue, and I use liquid glue. And I go ahead and glue those flaps down, each one of them. So the next thing that we're going to do is leave it that way for now. No, actually what I want to do is unfold that 3 inch score line back, and I am going to make pockets for this. Now on this side all I'm doing is putting a glue kind of along the score line as much as possible on the 3 and 6 inch score line. And then I'm going to turn it over, let it dry, and yeah, I use my bone folder, and it takes out some of that crease, but we can get that back in easily. But I want to make sure that it dries good. So while that's drying, I'm going to turn it over. We want to take this piece here that we had cut off and that was scored at 3 6.5 inch. And we're going to, again, turn that 1/2 inch over, down, fold it down, and of course crease it. And cut those corners, those folds again into triangles. And glue those flaps back down. And then you glue to the bottom on the back side of the one you had done before. So we're just gluing this down here. Get it as even to the edge as possible. So then I take my bone folder. After it dries a little bit, I didn't let it dry, of course, long enough, but I take my bone folder and I kind of open this up a little bit so that way my cards will, go in just fine. And I just kind of crease everything. And there you have your booklet. And then you can do your decorating with it. Now, another thing, I did use ribbon on this original one around here to close it up, and I left it in the other room, so, we're not going to worry about that part right now. And then I just decorated the whole thing. It was so easy to do. It was so fun. Okay, to get this pocket piece here with the double-sided tags on them, of course I had cut those out and double-sided them. I took that leftover piece of paper that was cut originally from the 12 by 12 and cut off to make it 9 by 12. I cut that piece down. It was 3 by 12 that was left, and I took it and cut to 8 inches because it's already cut at 3 inches. And then I scored at, and this is just a sample sheet again, I scored at 1/2 inch, and then I scored at 3 inches. Then leaving just a 1/2 inch and a 3 inch square here, or score, you're going to fold it up and then turn that down. Okay, and again, you're going to glue that side down, that little piece there, and you can again angle that if you want to. And as you can see, I had covered anyway, but I like the fact that it's a fold here at the top. So then I took the other piece and I wanted to pocket on it. So I scored it at 1/2 inch, and I know I didn't want it that long, so I had actually cut it, and I don't have my trimmer right here, but I had actually cut it down to make it a 3 by 3 inch square. Took off about an inch there, I think. Yeah, about an inch. So then, taking that piece, score at the bottom, make your pocket again, but you're going to, in order to have it double sided like that, you take that piece and you glue it down here. So you're going to have your double sided piece. And that's how I did that. So originally it was that scrap that was left over, and we all need to use our scraps. So it was a 3 by 12 that was left over, and I cut it down to make my pockets to put the little tags on. And I just absolutely love those little pockets. But I would advise using double-sided paper. So you have this piece here, and then you have this accordion fold here. So I will put a few pictures in here if I can get them uploaded properly. And anyway, that was my project. I hope that you enjoy it and that you will try it using some of TaylorMade Cards for You papers. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Be sure you check out all the links below for further details. Bye for now.